Hello everybody, how are you doing? It is Monday night and I am out in the shop for just a little bit. Don't have a lot of time, but I'm working on this chaos blank. Let me show you what it looks like. The glue dried real nicely and I went ahead and put it back on the saw, and I've now cut my diagonals in the opposite directions. What I want to do is mix these pieces all up and start gluing them back together. My glue should be dry now. I'm ready to go ahead and bring those blanks back over to the table and do my second glue up. While I was waiting for the glue to dry, I was working on the parts I took off my lathe yesterday. Let me show you. I brought everything over to my table saw and I put down this cardboard, and I got everything that I've taken off the lathe cleaned up. And I'm really happy. I went to Tri-State Bearing today and I took my bearings in and I showed them to the guy. And he said that those bearings, there was absolutely nothing wrong with them. They looked brand spanking new, and if it was up to him, he wouldn't replace them. I even took this shaft with me because I was going to see if they could press that off and then press the new bearing on. And at his recommendation, all I'm going to do, I cleaned them up with a little mineral spirits, and I'm going to go ahead and there's a type of grease. I don't remember what it's called, but one of you guys who follow my channel sent me a message today and told me what type of grease to use that would be good for these bearings. So I'm real happy about that. I can pick it up at the auto parts store. I don't remember what it's called, but I wrote it down in my little book where I'm keeping my notes for all the parts I need. One of these days when I've got that book out here in the shop, I'll let you guys know what I used, especially probably as I put it back together. But I'm going to let these parts just sit out overnight. I'll get them put back in the drawer so nothing gets lost. I still need to clean the inside of the lathe out. This whole area has got to be cleaned. All of this over here, this side needs to be cleaned. I mean, look, there's all kinds of gunk in there that I've got to get cleaned out. And I haven't got to the motor yet. I mentioned the other night I want to clean the motor, but I'm just going to get this area cleaned out so all of that's ready to go. I may even go ahead and just reassemble this before I start working on the motor. I'm not exactly sure. I'm just kind of playing it by ear right now. And I'm just having a good time, goofing around with all these parts. It's been a while since it's kind of like building a model, you take things apart and you put it back together. It's a lot of fun. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my blanks up on the table, one last glue up, and that's it for the night. I'll show you what it looks like when I get this last glue up made. Here's a quick view of the glue up I have going on. Once the glue dries on these pieces, I'll join them together. And then I've got a couple of other small pieces over on the table that will fit on the far right-hand side and sort of square that or rectangularize that blank, whatever you want to say. At this point, I'm done for the night. I want to thank you guys for following along. Hopefully, I'll keep getting a chance to sneak out here for an hour or two and just keep, chipping away at this blank and chipping away at this lathe. I had a lot of people ask me, especially over on Instagram, if I was going to make a video on how I made that Jissy style blank. The answer is 100%, you bet I am. I just need a little bit of time to where I can focus on it. I got these two projects going right now. I don't want to start a third project. I really would like to finish this chaos blank or whatever you want to call it before I start a new project, because I'm not getting a lot of time. I don't want to spread myself too thin. I like to have two projects going at once so that way I can work on one, and while say glue is drying, I can go work on another. So as soon as I finish one or the other of these, most likely chaos, I'll start on the Jissy blank for you guys. That's it for me. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you again hopefully real soon. Take care, guys.